Thanks to SimpliSafe for sponsoring this video. Now all I'm going to do is cut another one, and it will start at the post, against the post, and then go up and overlap the 2x10, and that's just going to tie everything together. It's time for the hard part, putting the truss up here on my own. I'm going to be using multiple ladders. I'm just going to be figuring it out as I go. It's just two 2x6s basically. They're heavy 2x6s. They're long and they're thick, but this is very awkward. You know, if you hold it over here, you've got so much leverage working against you, so it's tricky. We'll see how it goes. Might take several attempts to figure out the right way of going about it. For those that have not noticed, SimpliSafe is a major sponsor of my videos. It's been a couple years since I first installed the security system, and it's still going strong without any trouble. I remember a slight anxiety thinking about installing it myself, but that was quickly alleviated when I realized how easy it was. SimpliSafe makes sensors to cover just about anything that could happen. They protect your doors, windows, rooms, as well as outside your house with their recently released outdoor camera. Most all the sensors attach via a peel and stick strip, taking only seconds to install and are easy to relocate if needed. Keep in mind this system is totally wireless, meaning the sensors can go just about anywhere, and there's no wiring or rewiring of the system with any changes you make. It took me no more than an hour to install the system, and that includes filming the process. It's been a comfort to my wife and I to have a SimpliSafe security system. Even simple things like the wind blowing open a door you thought you had shut, or calling the police in case of a break-in. With SimpliSafe, you get 24/7 professional monitoring that is ready to dispatch police, firefighters, or EMTs to your home. At less than $1 a day, no long-term contracts, and 60 risk-free days to try it out, there's nothing to lose. Save 20% on your SimpliSafe security system when you sign up for an interactive monitoring plan and get your first month free. Visit SimpliSafe.com/homemadehome to learn more. There's the bark. So that was 3 sections. So that log got 16 1x4s. The top 2 dip in on the sides a little bit, but I could still use them, or I'll just use them somewhere else. So the first, well, they're pretty much affected the full length. But the bottom 14, nothing going on with those, strange. So next up is that log, and then there's another one behind it. But might need to get a few more trees. I'm gonna need quite a few of these. So the truss you saw me set up there with the tractor is that one. I just went and grabbed another one and put this one up, but I went ahead off camera and got the first one I took up there by hand and the second one that I sat up there by tractor. And I got those rocked up in place with a long stick and then slapped down a couple purlins on there. And that's gonna be my sort of my basis for being able to start tying these into. Once I get this one rocked up into place and screwed off into these tabs, then I'm gonna run some long purlins that'll kind of hang out wild, and I'll bring them one at a time, setting them and rocking them up into place. And I'm hoping that those purlins kind of dangle down, and when I rock it up into place, the purlin will kind of balance it while I quickly go up there and get them screwed off on the tabs right at the bird's mouth. Of course, it'd be nice to have a handful of people doing this, but I don't have that. I looked into renting a piece of equipment today, and I probably should do it, but I didn't, and I want to try it this way first. Using the tractor to put them up there is an easy way of getting them up there, but rocking them into place and then being on both sides of these beams, you really need 2 people to rock it into place and a person up on each ladder, kind of keeping them from sliding around or sliding off. And then once it's rocking in place, they can hold it while the other person screws it. But I'm one guy, and I'm going to see what I can do. where I'm finishing things off for this video. Very pleased with the progress. Mainly just figuring out how to get those up there. What I need to do next is put in a few more of those 2x6s, to tie things in. Then I need to put the 2x10 between those posts in the back as the beam across those to where I can continue the rafters to the end of the 30-foot long header truss. Then I'll go back up and finish off the purlins, and from there I'll be able to sort of start doing the metal. I can start on that end and I'll start working my way across, and that way I'll have this part of the building dried in, and then I'll start working on this portion here, which again is just a mirror of the other side. Pretty much just gonna be framed up a little different, and I'm not sure of its usage. There'll be some variations potentially, but it'll mostly be the same size, the same footprint at least. And I think underneath of it, it's just gonna be left an open bay. Basically you can just drive straight through it, because that's where I wanna park my tractor. And then off this side, there's gonna be a lean-to. You'll also be able to drive straight through. So I'll back the sawmill in, or I could back the tractor in. I'm gonna set the height of my lean-tos by the top of the little sun thing on top of the tractor. So I'll give you a few more views and then we'll call the video.